Welcome, everybody. John Zegar. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Good? Good. I'm just trying to get some of this phone thing set up correctly. I'm on my first cup of coffee, but the end of it. There's only a little bit left, and it's kind of cooled down. So, professional, personalities that have egos that are overly sensitive seem to belong to professionals of some sort. A lot of them in the medical field, which includes a lot of different areas. I've been talking about it for a while, but I thought maybe I'd come back and readdress it. It's just coming up over and over again wherever I go, and so I guess it's time to talk about it. So I'm talking about therapists, counselors. What do they call those people? Social workers. Oh yeah, that's their new gimmick. They're a social worker. I'm talking about cardiologists, medical people, medical doctors, dentists. They all make mistakes. They all err. They're, for the most part, all Newtonian. They're old. They were taught things that were not even true way back when, but are even more so not true now. So they keep wanting to drill that into us on how they can err, have misinformation, mistreat us, have a different set of ethics and standards, and not be called to the carpet about that. Well, the times have changed, you guys, because I'm not going to allow that to happen. So for you social workers and mental health people that are hell-bent on not having ethics or standards anymore. Here's an example, and I'm close to naming names. And probably in the real near future, I'm just going to put the name right out there, because it's going to end up down in the big city and be called on the carpet for violation of ethics and standards. And that makes it public. So as soon as I'm real close to that, I'm going public with the name of individuals that are doing this. Sue me. Sue me if you think your name does not have to become public if it's down there in committee, in a rules and standards ethics committee for the state, and you become public. I can't say your name. Bullshit. Watch me. I'm coming after you. So I'm going to start off with medical people. This is going to be real short and to the brief and to the point. So medical people are Newtonian. That basically means they're way back with genetics and having learned genetics, that everybody that gets sick in any way, shape, or form, it must be related to genetics. And they always ask you for a family history, and the family history says, does anybody else have a cold in the history of their lives? And if so, then therefore what you have is genetically the same. Bullshit. It's not true. It's not true. Genetics don't apply. If somebody in your family, here, let me back up for a minute. For all of you morons out there, professional, I don't know, boy, you can't use that word it gets me so mad. So all of you professional people who want to hang on to genetics, and if somebody 3 generations, 4 generations, 5 generations back had a sniffle, then your sniffles are related to theirs genetically, and therefore we need to treat you accordingly. Here's the deal, and I've tested this out. I've gone to cardiologists, and I'm going to name names with cardiologists. Trust me, I am. So a cardiologist is real temperamental, and if you try to critique, get involved in your treatment plan, they go berserk, because you can't do that. According to their rules and regulations, which they make up, which were probably taught in medical school for them to follow, if you try to alter their treatment plan, they basically have a heart attack. And they kick you out of their clinic for not following their exact treatment plan. You know why? Because they've never read anything about neuroscience, which is the treatment protocol procedures now for all medical and mental disorders. And I'm on a committee right now that is attacking legally these professional people who want to hurt clients physically and mentally. We're gonna figure out some way to get those licenses removed. Here's the second part, the mental health people, the counselors, the therapists, the social workers that believe they don't need ethics any longer. They don't need standards to follow. Well, bullshit. I'm coming after you. You're going to end up having to testify as to how you can. Here's the example. I'm not naming names. Not yet, but I'm soon too. So all of a sudden, you're a client, a patient of a social worker for, 10, 15 years. Well, no, I can go back exactly. 15, a little over 15 years. And the social worker, out of the sky blue, gets a call because he believes the virus happens to be real and will only do sessions over the phone. That's a year and a half earlier. And now doesn't even return phone calls to the client. Because, get this. Follow me on this. This is so bad. He's going to lose his license on this one. So he says in writing and verbally that I terminated you as a client a couple years ago. My wife and I talked. Number one, he can't be talking to his wife about a client. That's a violation right there, which we're going to have to deal with down in some committee for the state. Number two, I never notified you of the termination, I guess. So that's why I didn't return the phone call to you for months. Okay, so ethics and standards violations, personality disorders, and a lack of education and knowledge about neuroscience and treatment. This is basic psychology taught forever. You can't terminate a client in your head and then years later have the person call, weeks later, months later, have the person call and not return the call because the client doesn't know. He or she has no idea he or she's been terminated. Violation. Ethical violation. Standards violation. I'm coming to get you. Your name's coming out real quick, real soon. If you guys have some comments, let me know because I'm just getting wound up. God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.